I often pick fights with my dad. Well, on some days, he likes to pick fights with me, but either way, I began to normalize that this is how it has to be. In order to get our points across, our voices boom like the fireworks on 4th of July. Unstoppable and absolute nuisance. So inconsiderate to those around me that people have to close their ears to the ricochet of bullets on these four walls I can barely call home anymore. We often fight about anything to everything. Once we argued about how lazy he is that he can't even throw away his own trash. He's a grown man that's 5'10", is in the military, and is allergic to saying thank you. The next, he argued about my inability to parallel park at a busy street. You've had your license for a year, he scolded me. And to think you're supposed to be the one teaching me, I rebutted. Conversation is anything except peaceful. But I've learned to ignore the sounds of the nail gun forcing its way into the walls I built up at the peak of my teenage years. And I try to remind myself that he is still the same man who carried me on his shoulders when I was too tired to walk at 5. When I hear my throat constricting with words of hate and anger, I must tell myself that the volume of my voice does not change the meaning of my message. I must tell him that not every disagreement has to be a battle between us. When he jokes at something I cannot laugh at, I must think before I speak. I remember he is the man that I sobbed beside when he was on a hospital bed in 2017, begging to a person I don't even believe in to give me my dad back so he can teach me how to turn the engine on to the car I almost wrecked just a month prior. Even if it was the car he's loved for ages, he still forgave me after that. I remember his laughter mixing with my mom's when they're playing Mario Kart in the room beside mine. And the peace it brought to know that he knows how to love, even if he does not know how to always show it. I take a deep breath, and I'm still learning to let the bricks of our opposing ideas crumble. I've paved my own hatred for far too long. Though we cannot agree, I can't ignore the fact that my dad does everything to get closer to me. Whether it's asking if I want my favorite drink when he stops by McDonald's, or telling me to drive safely on a rainy day. I need to acknowledge that this is just the way we love each other, even if we do not understand why we need to say it. But I'm taking those lessons now. I'm reminiscing on the days he'd burn water in an effort to give me something to eat. This is an overdue apology to the person I fight with more than I do talk to. At the end of the day, Dad, please don't ever forget that I love you, even on the days when the words say otherwise.